Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, let's get started. Sitting as usual in Sukhasana, your easy seat. Close your eyes, lengthen your spine, and relax your shoulders. Press one hand onto the chest lightly and place the other hand onto the belly. Without consciously controlling the breath, just notice its natural rhythm. You can feel how the chest inflates and rises up, and then how it falls away from the hand on the exhalation. You'll notice something similar happening with the belly. The inhalation, it lifts up, inflating like a balloon. With the exhalation, as the breath leaves, the belly deflates. And just continuing to witness your own breath now, feeling it flow naturally through the body. You don't need to judge it or analyze it. We're just going to sit with it for a moment. Lower your hands to the knees. Your palms are turned down. Inhale. As you exhale, open your eyes, hinging forward from the hips. Walk your hands out. Let your head hang. Keep your head here. Sorry, my screen came unpinned. And then we're going to inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and sit tall. Raise your right arm overhead. Look upward to the ceiling. Inhale, center, and exhale. Let's twist to our right. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twisting from the waist. Pushing off the backhand, you can come to your center again and switch sides. So left arm stretches overhead, chest rotates upward to the ceiling. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist from your left. Remember to use your breath. Each exhalation, twisting further. Push off the backhand, coming to center. We're going to switch legs, so you can bring your opposite leg in front if you have your right in front. Now bring your left leg in front. All right. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in front of heart center. And continue to use your Ujjayi breath. Each inhalation, the arms lift. Each exhalation, hands return in front of heart center. Let's go around one final time. Take as much time as you want to complete the exhalation. When the hands are in front of your heart center, in your own time, lower the hands to the knees. Palms are turned down on the knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, opening the eyes, will hinge forward from the hips. Walk the hands out and let your head hang again. Please stay in this posture. Remember, you can always deepen the posture by using the exhalation to guide the elbows closer to the floor. Next inhalation, you're going to lift your head and lift your chest as you walk the hands in and sit tall. So it's time for us to get onto all fours. We're going to do some cat-cows next. Separate your knees hip width apart here. Your wrists are under the shoulders. Use your inhalation to lift the chest, turn the tailbone up to the ceiling, push your belly button to the floor. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the back, chin to chest. Continue at your own pace. Each inhalation creates the lift of the chest, and at the start of the exhalation, the tailbone tucks under. Let's go with one more time. So one final cat-cow. Take your time. When your exhale is finished, you can bring your spine to neutral and go into Balasana or Child's Pose. So your sit bones would then be resting on the heels, arms out in front, forehead on the floor. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Come to all fours. We're going to go into downward facing dog next. Your knees are separated, hip width apart. Curl your toes under, lift the hips and bring the weight to your heels. Press your chest to the knees. Continue to use your Ujjayi breath. Bend your knees. Look in between the thumbs and walk or step your feet forward. Let's bend both knees and inhale to take the arms up. Hands come together, lift the chest. And exhale for Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, center. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine as you look out in front. Exhale, fold in half. Bending the knees, palms on the ground. We're going to step back to a plank. Look out in front. Point the elbows to the hips. Lower the chest. Inhale, as you lift the heart and chest. Your drishti, your gaze is upward. Exhale. Bend the elbows. Push off the floor. Curl the toes under, lifting the hips. Downward facing dog. Your drishti, your gaze, is back towards your legs. Bend the knees, look in between the thumbs, walk or step your feet forward. Let's bend both knees, inhaling to take the arms up, lift the chest and exhale to upward salute. Inhale, center. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. This is Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look out in front. And exhale, fold in half. You can bend both knees and bring your palms to the floor. Step back to plank. Remember to keep your abdominals engaged. You're actively squeezing them. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart and chest, pressing into the tops of the feet. This is upward facing dog. And we'll exhale as we bend our elbows, pushing away from the floor, curling the toes under, and returning to downward dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Bend the knees, look in between the thumbs, walk or step your feet forward. Bend both knees. Inhale, arms up, lift the chest. And exhale for Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands in front of heart center. Bring your feet together, toes, ankles touch. Bend the knees, drop the seat. Squeeze your inner thighs together and pull your navel in and up. Got a slight tuck to the tailbone, and you're in Utkatasana or chair pose. Exhale, lower the seat. Let's do our warrior one. Right foot's in front. Step back to your left foot. Turn your left hip towards the right knee. Your choice if you want to reach the arms to the ceiling or keep the hands in front of heart center. Option is to tilt the chin up and gaze to the raised thumbs. Warrior two, reach back with the left arm, forward with the right. If you need to widen the base, you can do that. Make sure you can see your front right big toe. For warrior two, our drishti is forward. That means you're gazing out over the middle finger of the right hand. We're gonna transition to triangle pose, Trikonasana. Straighten the right leg, push your left hip back. The right side of the body goes in line with the right knee. Option to take your left arm behind the back and reach for the right inner thigh with the left hand. This is called a bind that you're making with the arm. In this case, your drishti, your gaze is up to the ceiling. And if that just makes you feel lightheaded or off balance, you can always look straight ahead to the wall or even down to your right big toe. Okay, release the arm. You're gonna bend the front knee and my cat keeps escaping and we'll step forward to a mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, lift the chest, and exhale, reach back. Inhale, exhale to chair pose. Let's drop our hips once, and we're gonna do a warrior one. So your left foot's in front, and your right foot is back. Your choice if you wanna reach the arms up. Please hold this posture. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try and lock my cat up again. Okay, so from warrior one, you're gonna reach back with the right hand, left arm is forward, shoulder step over the hips. And you're in warrior two now. And for those of you who wondered, that cat is named Bamboo. She's I guess the namesake of my yoga children's book, Bamboo the Cat. Let's transition to triangle. Straighten the front leg. Right hip presses back. Left side in line with the left knee. Option to bind the arm behind the back. Unwind the arm as you look down at that left big toe. You can step to mountain or Tadasana. Inhale, arms up, lift the chest, and exhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Inhale, center, exhale, hands in front of heart center, and release the hands with the palms turned outwards. Close your eyes with me. We'll bring our hands together in front of heart center again, getting ready to go to your tree pose. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, lower the shoulders away from the ears. Lift your toes up, spread them wide into the mat. Press the four corners of the foot to the floor. Both sides of the ball of the foot, both sides of the heel of the foot are rooted into the ground. Inhale, exhale, open your eyes, stare at a fixed point and place your right foot on the ankle, side calf, or inner thigh. All right, I leave it to you if you want to have your tree grow a little taller by reaching the arms overhead, or if you like the hands in front of heart center, that's fine too. Lift from underneath the rib cage. As you do that, you might notice your body lengthen. If your arms are up in the air, be sure to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hands in front of heart center, knee to the midline, and return to Tadasana. Close your eyes, press the hands together in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart center. Find a comfortable standing position. When you're happy with the foot placement, lengthen the spine. Relax the shoulders again. Pick up your toes, fan them out into the mat. Inhale, exhale, open the eyes, look at a non-moving object and rest your left foot on the ankle, or this side of the calf is an option, and another option is to position it on your inner thigh. Turn your left heel forward, left knee out to the side. Option to reach the arms overhead. You're still using your Ujjayi breath. So trying to control the breath, keeping the mind focused on the breath. Let's exhale. Take the hands in front of heart center. Bring the knee to the midline and step into your mountain pose, Tadasana. Standing at the short edge of the mat in front with the hands on your hips, roll your shoulders back. Exhale into Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine for Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold in half. Bend your knees, place your palms on the floor, step to plank. Lower the knees, tops of the feet to the floor, modified plank. Child's pose is next. Drop the sit bones to the heels, and you can rest here. Remember, you always have the choice of stacking one fist on top of the other to rest the forehead on, if you don't want to rest your forehead on the mat, or even if it's uncomfortable. Inhale, lifting the head, lifting the chest. We'll come to all fours. And now we're going to drop one hip onto the mat. Swing the feet around to the short edge of the mat. And you're in Dandasana, your staff pose. We'll move to upward facing plank by walking the hands about 6 inches or so behind your hips. Just checking to make sure your fingers are facing the feet. And we'll press through the palms as we lift our hips. It's your decision if you want to keep looking straight ahead. If it doesn't cause discomfort in the neck, your drishti would be up to the ceiling. To move deeper into the pose, you can point the top of the head to the floor, in which case the drishti is forward towards your nose. Keep breathing, controlling the breath as you continue to use your Ujjayi breath. Lifting the head, look at the wall in front, return the hips to the floor, and take it back to Dandasana, your staff pose. Slide the fingertips to the knees, look at the belly button, roll to the elbows, the shoulder blades, then rest the head on the ground. Walk the heels to the sit bones. Lower the small of the back onto the floor. Bring the knees to the chest. Take the arms in between the legs. Your first 2 fingers, index and middle finger. You're going to slide in between the big and second toe and lock with the thumbs. If it's not comfortable to hold on to the big toe, hold on to the lower leg or the ankle. Neck is long, your chin is neutral. And as you continue to engage your Ujjayi breath, taking slow inhalations through the nose with longer exhalations out through the nostrils, you can use the exhalation to guide the tops of the thighs closer to the ground. That might mean that you're pulling your feet towards the floor or pulling your legs down towards the ground. Release the feet, bring your knees together, return your feet to the ground. Slide one leg down the mat, then the other. Roll your legs in and out from the hips and let them rest. Walk your feet partway up the mat. Lower the small of the back onto the floor. Keep your arms alongside the torso. The palms are turned down. We're getting ready to go to bridge pose or Setu Bandha, Sarvabhasana. Separate your feet hip width apart. Make sure the sides of the feet are parallel to the wide edges of the mat. There's no turnout in the ankles. Push through the heels. Inhale the hips up off the floor. Each inhalation, you can lift your hips higher. If you'd like, you can roll one shoulder under the back and then the other. This is a little bit deeper, so it's up to you if you want to do this. Don't force it. Just listen to what your body's saying today. If it says that's not comfortable, please don't force it. Inhale, lift the hips higher. And inhale, lift the hips even higher. Releasing the hands if you've interlaced the fingers. Unroll one shoulder first, then the other. Then roll down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. When your hips are on the ground, you can extend one leg down the mat and then the other. Roll the legs in and out from the hips and you can let them rest. We'll do a reclining twist next. Walk the heels to the sit bones. Lower the small of the back to the floor. Slide your arms out to the sides. Your hands are in line with the shoulders. Inhale the knees to the chest. Exhale, lower the knees to the right. Turn your head as you look towards your left hand. Your choice, if you'd like to go deeper into the posture, you can always rest the right hand on the side of the left thigh to draw the knees closer to the ground, or you can extend the top left leg out and hold on to the heel of the left leg with the right hand. Keep pressing your left shoulder blade further into the ground. We'll bring our head to center. Inhale the knees to the chest. Exhale, lower the legs to the left. Turn your head, look towards your right hand. And just like before, you can stay here with me. If you want, you can use your left hand to gently pull on the right thigh to bring the knees closer to the floor. Or you can extend your top right leg out, holding onto the right heel with the left hand. I'm going to keep both knees bent here, so please feel free to do what your body feels comfortable in today. We'll bring our head to center with both palms on the floor, both knees bent. Inhale the knees to the chest. Hug the shins. Pull the knees close to the chest as you roll forward and back, side to side. If you want, you can pick up the head and shoulders now to roll over the lower back. Just making little circles if you want around the lower back. And then coming to center, Lower your head, lower your shoulders and feet to the ground. We're going to move into guided relaxation next. So slide one leg down the mat, then the other. Then make yourself comfortable in Shavasana. And of course, feel free to dim the lights, turn them off completely if you want, or place an eye pillow over your eyes. Once you are back on your mat and comfortably reclined, double check that the arms are separated double check that the arms are separated away from the sides of the torso and the palms are turned up to the ceiling. Remember, by turning the palms up to the ceiling, you get an opening here through the chest. And the legs are separated to form a letter V, heels at opposite corner edges of the mat or wider if you want, and just letting the ankles roll out to the sides, and that'll give you the opening through the hips. I invite you to close the eyes if you haven't had a chance to yet. Take a deep inhalation through your nose and a longer exhalation out through the nostrils. Please stay relaxed in Shavasana as I guide you through relaxing your body parts one by one. You can let your awareness flow down to your toes, wiggle your toes, then let the feet rest. Move on to your hands, wiggle your fingers, then relax the hands. Returning the focus to the feet, become aware of your toes one by one. Notice the spaces in between each of the toes. Allow your entire foot to relax, relaxing your feet. Notice the natural turnout of your ankles as you're resting here on the floor in Shavasana, the corpse pose. Bring your focus upward to your lower legs. Relax the lower legs. Become aware of the quadriceps, the large muscle group in the fronts of your thighs. Relax your quads. Bring the focus to the hamstrings. Visualize any emotions or tension collected in the hamstrings, easing away. Unwind the hips. Feel your hips beginning to open. Soften the belly. Allow the chest to untighten. Relax your shoulders towards the floor, noticing the support of the ground beneath you. Soften the throat. Relax your jawline. Relax all the facial muscles, including the muscle in the forehead. Loosen the scalp. Bring the focus to the back of the neck. Visualize the small muscles in the back of the neck softening. Become aware of your spine. Notice how your rib cage is resting on the floor. Yet there's a natural arch to the lower back. Relax your shoulder blades towards the ground, feeling the support of the floor beneath you again. Relax the upper arms. Notice the spaciousness in each elbow joint. Relax your forearms. Notice the spaciousness in each wrist joint. As you become aware of your hands, let them relax, perhaps noticing the palms first, and then each finger individually, noticing the knuckle joints within the fingers, sensing the spaciousness within the knuckle joints of the fingers. And now becoming aware of how you've allowed your body to relax deeply, yet kept your mind aware and at peace now, because you've chosen to turn your focus to a single point, which is your own relaxation. Let's take an active inhalation through the nose with a longer exhalation out through the nostrils. I invite you to reopen your eyes and wiggle the toes again, roll the legs in and out from the hips, and let the legs rest. Move to the hands, wiggle your fingers, and let the hands relax. We're going to walk our heels to the sit bones. When the feet are flat on the floor, raise the right arm overhead, roll to your right side. Take your time resting on your right side. Once you've had a chance to take a few natural breaths, push your left palm into the ground and press yourself up into your easy seat Sukhasana. We're going to end the class here, sealing in the benefits of today's yoga poses and relaxation. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.